Rapid antigen tests have quickly become part of the back-to-school routine, but some parents are frustrated with the inaccurate or inconsistent results, and at least one school principal agrees.
If your child is at home displaying COVID symptoms, but the rapid antigen test displays a negative result, I strongly recommend that you take your child for a PCR test. Too many of our recent positive COVID cases were detected via a PCR test after several negative rat results.
The rats can be an excellent tool, but they're not a perfect tool. So for sure, they're going to miss some kids that have COVID. And when we get COVID levels down low, if we're still using them, it may identify kids as having COVID that don't have it.
The Chief Health Officer defended the program.
If you have a negative test but a child who's still symptomatic, you need to go and get a PCR test, or you need to repeat that rat test in 24 hours. It's not a perfect test, but it does offer an alternative.
We're trying to kind of reduce the risk when children get together to go to school. We're not going to be able to eliminate risk, but we're trying to kind of reduce it.
Meanwhile, mask requirements in schools are being rolled back, though not as drastically as in New South Wales. Only high school students will have to wear them, and only indoors.
It's certainly possible that we will see an increase in numbers from increasing transmission, but I'm really hoping not, because I'm really hoping that the other COVID smart behaviours will actually back that in.
The ANU cluster linked to O Week has grown to about 400, doubling in size since Sunday. A big jump, but not unexpected.
This is now part of life for a campus the size of a small town in the midst of a pandemic.
Health authorities expect case numbers to climb in the ACT as winter approaches, more students return to university and school clusters grow. Parents I've spoken to say they've all but given up on rapid antigen tests and will instead take their children to get a PCR if there's any chance they're sick. School in Canberra is looking more normal than it has in months, but it's anyone's guess if that can last. Holly Tregenza, ABC News, Canberra.